I believe 100% with everything in me that the AI age, this wave of AI that's coming, that's here, and is going to keep going, while it does a lot of different things, I believe it's going to allow folks like you and I that have passions for certain things that we weren't able to do before to be able to do those now, whether it's working for an employer or working for yourself. Today, we're going to dig into one little thing there, and that is the content strategy framework. I also believe, depending on what you want to do, you need to get your foot in the door. And for me, at least, one of the quickest ways to get my foot in the door to go from being corporate to consultant is creating a content strategy framework utilizing artificial intelligence to do it fast and to do it effectively. If you haven't had a chance yet, hit the link below and you can grab a free copy of my content strategy blueprint. No catch, just grab the free copy. And we're going to use that today and some other videos to walk through some processes. If you would like to get into becoming a consultant in the AI area, in this case, building content strategies. And people ask why there. I think it's really the easiest, quickest foot in the door type of thing. If you're looking for get rich quick and something where somebody says you throw a prompt on a box and you're going to make $1 million next week, it ain't going to work for you. But if you're looking to become a consultant, be your own boss, do your own thing, I really do believe this is one really great way that you can create value for potential clients. And that's sort of what business is we create value and they exchange money for that value that we give to them. Now, when we talk about making money with AI, one of the first things you hear is to be able to do things fast and efficiently. So today I want to start with what I think is the most important piece of the content strategy framework. And that's what I call the quick win triangle. And why do I think it's important? Because I think it creates quick wins. Okay, that was silly. I'm not going to cut it out. I'm going to leave that right there for you. But being honest, that's the truth. I mean, if you're trying to get your foot in the door, you need to do it fast. You need to show folks that you can do things fast and you can make it happen quickly for them. But beyond that, we need to show that we are going to create value quickly for them. So let's talk through the quick win triangle. You'll see here on my handy dandy board, I have spared no expense, really, used no expense, really, to create this. These are like $12, just so you know. So it's not like it was totally cheap. But on the quick win triangle here, we're going to walk through the individual pieces. The first of which is the current state analysis. Real quick here. Whether you're using this to do content strategy roadmaps, whether you're using it for anything else in consulting, this triangle works either way. When you talk to a client, pre-sales too, you can use this same quick win triangle to show them you can provide value. And so the current state analysis, essentially, while we're really talking about all these fancy things like high impact opportunities, needle movers, so on and so forth, what we're really looking to do, figure out what's not working for them in their business so that we can restate it back to them and tell them we can make it work. And so that's what the current state analysis is. We're basically just, as good consultants, saying, let's take some time, let's do an audit, let's understand what's not working for you so that we can understand how we're going to fix it for you. And then on to number 2, we have our strategic pillars. What's a strategic pillar? That's just another fancy term for saying we are going to figure out the things that align with your business needs that we just figured out in the last step, and we are going to focus on those. What's the key here? Strategic pillars with an S is multiple, but it doesn't have a bunch of S's at the end of it. So we're not going to go and come up with 19 things that we can do for this client. What we're going to do in this case, again, we're talking about building a content strategy blueprint for them. What we're going to do in this case for them on the strategic pillars, we're going to come up with 2, maybe 3 things to focus on first. This is a quick win triangle, not a long-term show you all the stuff we can do in a really long document triangle. It wouldn't fit across the top anyways if we wanted to call it that. It's really just 2 or 3 things that we want to do that we're going to do for them right now that adds value based on the current state analysis or what their problem is today. And then lastly, at the top here, we put it at the top because it's the most important, right, is action steps. And this is really where you're going to sort of separate yourself from other folks that may be offering similar services or different twist, whatever that is. But we are going to create action steps that they can do in the next 30 days. So, real quickly here, 30 days, not 2 months, not 6 months. You're going to separate yourself from other consultants and big consulting firms, but not coming up with a 2-year roadmap for them to implement. What you're doing is figuring out what the problem is, couple quick items, and then action steps. It's a quick win analysis. So quick, action, win. And that really is, and I'm just being silly about it, but that's the truth. We want to get in there, figure out what the issue is, create some quick wins, show them that we can accomplish what we want to accomplish, what they need to solve their pains, and they'll come back for more. And to be honest with you, that's where, sorry, got to get rid of the visual aid. That's my crutch. But that's really where artificial intelligence comes in. If you don't already have it, make sure you download below my free ebook. You'll really be able to see how artificial intelligence is doing the quick and the win part of this. And it can't do the triangle part, but it can do the analysis. So in the ebook, I talked to you a few different things of how you can utilize artificial intelligence if this is new to you, to do the analysis piece, to come up with the pain points, to be able to come up with the strategic pillars, the things we want to do, and then I actually lay it out like in a content calendar, those action steps that are in the triangle. And I don't want to call artificial intelligence a crutch, but it is most certainly a way to do it quicker. If you think about it, if you want to start a business helping people with content strategy blueprints, or get into helping them with their content strategy in all different ways, and you don't know how to do it, what do? You hire somebody to do it. In this case, we're just hiring artificial intelligence at a pretty good rate to help us do it for us. That'll do it for today. If you want some examples, as I mentioned in the ebook, you can grab a copy, and I go into it a little bit more in depth. There's some examples there too. If you're interested in things like this, make sure you subscribe to the channel and ring the little bell so when new videos come out, you can grab those there. And do me a really big favor. In the comments below, throw a comment in there. Tell me what you're working on. Tell me what your biggest hurdles are, and what you'd really like to do utilizing artificial intelligence, whether it's to build a content strategy blueprint or really any other business that you'd like to build leveraging artificial intelligence.